When I was traveling and I had gotten off the plane, I had all of these suitcases. Me and my kids, we had all these suitcases, and they were really heavy. I had this really big suitcase, and I was carrying it around. I was rolling around. I had another bag that I put up on my shoulder. My daughter had a bag. We were carrying bags in our hands. We were rolling around these heavy suitcases, and we were taking these suitcases everywhere. We were taking it everywhere because we had to carry. We had nowhere to go. And so my daughter was complaining. She's like, I'm tired of carrying all these heavy suitcases. We were trying to go places, and it was like it was weighing us down. It was hindering us. We couldn't move as freely. And it's like it was taking us a long time because everywhere we went, we had to drag these suitcases. And it was this burdensome. It was overwhelming. It was tiring. And it's like we just really wanted to relieve ourselves of these suitcases. And so finally, when we got to the hotel, we went to one of these hotels, and the man came up to me right away and says, let me take your bags. And so he immediately started taking our bags from us, and we got to the hotel. It's like he alleviated us of those burdens by taking the bags from us. We finally were at the place where we could walk around freely. It felt good. It was like it was freeing. It was liberating to be able to be relieved of those suitcases and everything we were walking around with and holding, because it was a little bit ridiculous. Because at first we were walking around everywhere with those suitcases. We had them. We were carrying them to the mall. Where we walked through the airport. We had this luggage with us. We were going up and down the streets with these luggage. We were trying to walk and find a place, and we were carrying this luggage everywhere. And so the Lord was showing me that when we were carrying that suitcase, it's symbolic to how many of his people right now, they're walking around with extra baggage that they don't need to carry. They're walking around with their baggage in the forms of sins and addictions, unclean spirits, and oppression, generational curses, all these things that they're walking around with. They're weighed down. It's hindering them. It's keeping them from moving effectively and productively in his kingdom. They're not able to do what it is that they're supposed to do for his kingdom because they're holding on to these addictions. They're holding on to these burdens. And it's like Jesus Christ represents the bellman who was in the hotel who took my luggage. Jesus Christ is right here. He already died on that cross. He shed his blood already so that you can give him the burdens. He's here already to carry those burdens that you don't have to carry around. But many people are choosing to carry around these burdens unnecessarily. You're carrying around your sins. You're carrying around your addictions. And it's like, it's just as ridiculous as me. And we were walking around with that luggage everywhere. We're walking down the streets. We're walking through the mall, carrying all these bags. People looking at us. We got all this luggage. And this stuff is heavy and it's weighing us down. And everywhere we go, it's in a way. It's just a hindrance. And we weren't able to do things, a lot of things we couldn't do because we got this luggage with us. We're carrying it around. And that's what God is showing me. He's like, his people, they are not free because they're refusing to give him the burdens. They're carrying it. They're choosing to carry their own burdens. They're choosing to walk around with these addictions. They're choosing to walk around with these sins. They're choosing to walk around with this oppression, this bondage, instead of going to him, the burden carrier. He said, I've already died. Jesus Christ died to set the captives free, and we are set free. You don't have to live in bondage. You don't have to carry around excess baggage. And some of you are choosing, you're not even carrying your burden yourself. It's like you going up to other people and expecting them to carry your baggage. And imagine if I'm in the mall carrying all this luggage, and I just walk up to somebody and just randomly give some random person, just leave my luggage with them. Many of you are giving your burdens and your baggage to other people instead of giving it to God. And God has said, I'm here. He is the burden carrier. It's like you're carrying around, you're choosing. Why are you choosing to walk around with this baggage and you can't move freely? You can't be productive in my kingdom. You're not effective because you're being hindered and burdened down by this baggage, but you don't have to carry it. It's like you choosing to carry something when they got a baggage claim area right here. So say, hey, all your baggage goes right here. Put the baggage right here. Who would choose to carry around their heavy luggage when they could put their baggage in the baggage claim area and have someone else carry it for them or handle that baggage for them? See, that's what Jesus Christ is saying. Come to me, all ye who are laboring, all ye who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. You don't have to labor. You don't have to struggle in your addictions anymore. You don't have to be weighed down by your problems, by your sicknesses, by your diseases, by these unclean spirits. You don't have to be burdened by the generational curses and generational sins that the enemy has put upon your life. You don't have to be weighed down. All you have to do is just go to the burden carrier. Jesus Christ already shed his blood on that cross. He is the burden carrier. He is here to liberate. He is here to set the captives free. If you just go to him and give the baggage to him, let him carry the burden. Stop carrying it. Stop fighting. Stop laboring. Give it to him. When you give it to him, you submit into him. You follow him. You walk in his righteousness. You allow him to free you from that bondage instead of carrying it around yourself.